This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com.
Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Well guys, now let's take a look at the gold market. On the gold market, the situation is really thrilling because in fact we've got the action that we have suggested to see, and market has accomplished our target that we have discussed in our weekly research. We said that since market has formed here the morning star pattern, as you can see this 3 candle nicely looking pattern, well, the minimum target of this pattern is the length of the bars counted to the upside, and we said that this target will be somewhere around 1345 area, right near the previous highs. But we have suggested that market will show us a bit different kind of action, so a bit deeper retracement on Monday, testing of the weekly pivot point and starting off to the upside. But in fact we didn't get that. Nevertheless, the market has completed this target that we have discussed, and now it stands in the area that we suggest to see it. Now the major question is what to expect next. Well guys, knowing as we know the habits of the gold market, I will ask you, do you believe that gold will leave behind these tops? Just skip it, turn to the downside and continue to move down. It's very difficult to believe in it. If even market doesn't want to continue move higher right here, it's probably hardly will leave behind these tops and will not grab these tops above it before starting to move down. Although honestly speaking, this overall development looks rather bullish. So because market forming nice thrusting candle to the upside, something of that sort, okay, previous section up was also solid. This looked like the really retracement, not just impulse acceleration to the downside of that sort, not of that sort action. That was mostly some kind of the consolidation. Now this reestablishing of the upward action. That's why guys, in the short-term perspective, I think that we could look for opportunity to enter long, at least with the scalp trade, that market could just showing the grab and stops above these highs. Very similar to the euro currency situation right now. And I think that market probably hasn't done yet with this upward action. Well, on the 4-hour time frame, we see how it could happen. We see here that market is forming some sort of the flag pattern here, okay, right below this top. And if market with this candle, this is 4-hour time frame chart, will hold above the MACD line, MACD predictor line, that will be the stop grabber pattern, because this low stands lower than the MACD break-even line. This red line shows the break-even, the edge between bullish and bearish trend by the MACD indicator. Well, that will be the bullish stop grabber. If market by the close will hold above the red line, if this will really happen, this will lead us to taking out of these highs, because that will be the minimum target of this stop grabber pattern. But as you can see, these highs and that highs stands very close, and I do not believe that market will hit these highs and will leave behind these tops. That's just very difficult to believe in it. I think that market will grab these tops above it at minimum or even continue to move high. That also is possible because this action is really impressive, as you can see. So in the short-term perspective, in the nearest hours, first we need to monitor how this candle will close. So it should close above, as you can see on the picture, the MACD value 1333.54. If it will close above it, then we will get the stop grabber, and then we could try to enter long with the targets that stands above these highs. How far these targets could stand? Well, on the hourly time frame, we see that market has passed through the weekly pivot resistance one, that is also the very bullish sign That's really market stance, not just a retracement on the long bear trend, but that is a real upward trend that has significant power. Now it retests the broken previous tops. That's the way how gold market likes to continue move higher. Very often gold market retests the previously broken tops. So you can see here, broken, retesting previous highs, broken, retesting previous highs. Here was a bit greater acceleration. In this area, market not quite reached this previous highs. Well, here again, if market will form any sort of the pattern here, butterfly or something of that sort, in this case the 1618 extension of this swing up will stand above these stops on the 4-hour time frame. These stops, any 1618 extension of any pattern will stop above it. So if you will draw it, you'll see. Here you can see the 1618 stands above it. Probably even 127 will stand slightly higher. That's why if finally we will get this beyond of this stop grabber, you can see market starts to acceleration to the upside. Beyond of this stop grabber, if market will form some sort of the butterfly or something here, that will give us the 1618 extension above it. So that just will be perfect, and that will tell us that these highs on the 4-hour time frame will not hold. So you can see this situation is rather thrilling, and it's definitely worth of our attention. That's really could give us nice opportunity for trading. So let's see how it will turn. I monitor this possibility because currently it's very good setup for trading.